Yes, ma'am.
And Your Honor, this is Mr. Woods in 23 CF 10339. Mr. Woods has authorized me to withdraw his previously entered pleas of not guilty. As it relates to count 3 of the information filed, which is a first-degree misdemeanor offense, Mr. Woods is authorizing me to enter a plea of guilty simply because he believes it to be in his best interest to do so, rather than an admission of guilt, with the understanding he will receive an adjudication of guilt for that misdemeanor offense. He will be sentenced to the time that he's already served in order to pay court costs as well as a state attorney fee.
What are the misdemeanor court costs?
It's
323.
323.
Yes, sir.
And does that include is it $100 cost of prosecution? Does that include that or is that extra?
I think,
It should be.
So it's 323, including a $100 cost of prosecution fee.
correct. In exchange for his best interest guilty plea as to count 3 of the information, the state of Florida is entering a null pros as to counts 1 and 2. And again, Mr. Woods is entering this best interest guilty plea with the acknowledgement that he believes the state of Florida could prove him to be guilty of this offense from his actions of running from the vehicle when Detective Sullivan ordered him to stop. I've reviewed the plea form with him. We have executed our signatures on the back. May I approach?
Yes, ma'am. Is this the state's recommendation in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Woods, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Your name is Keian Woods.
Yes, sir.
You've heard what your attorney has said, that you wish to plead guilty to the first-degree misdemeanor of resisting an officer without violence. The maximum sentence for that could have been up to 1 year in jail. Is that what you wish to do, is plead guilty to that charge?
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time to speak to your attorney about what you're doing today?
Yes, sir.
You satisfied with her advice and representation?
Yes, sir.
You under the influence of any alcohol or drugs this morning?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or promise you anything other than the plea agreement between you, your attorney, and the state attorney's office to get you to enter the plea?
No, sir.
You're pleading guilty because you believe it's in your best interest to do that.
Yes, sir.
You understand you can plead not guilty and have a jury trial. You're giving up that right.
Yes, sir.
Parties stipulate to a factual basis.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. I will so stipulate for purposes of the negotiated agreement.
Court finds the factual basis exists for the entry of the plea. Is there any DNA evidence known to exist that would exonerate the defendant?
None that would exonerate the defendant, Your Honor.
Mr. Woods, you understand if you were not a citizen of the United States, the entry of the plea could result in you being deported.
Yes, sir.
And you understand if this were a sexually motivated offense, or if you've been convicted of one before, that the entry of the plea could result in a civil commitment.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Woods, Ms. Jameson read to you this form I'm holding up called plea of guilty.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand everything on it?
Yes, sir.
And you signed the form that you understood it.